Guys, we are filming such an OG YouTube video today. I'm stoked. Dupes are back, baby. Hello, what's up? I hope you guys are all doing super well. Welcome back to my YouTube station, a makeup station, if you will. Think of a train track for whatever reason, I don't know why. But today I'm excited because we're doing dupes. We are testing out a whole bunch of new ones that I have kind of seen floating around, mostly TikTok. They've been really into the dupes recently. There are a lot of products here where I love the luxe end of the high-end version of these products. So I'm curious because many of these drugstore ones are new to me. And so I'm really excited to see if they live up to the hype and if they are as good as the one that I already know that I love. So I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. So grab yourself a snack, coffee, tea, beverage of choice. Leave a comment down below if you come across any dupes that you want me to test out and purchase so I can go and do that for sure. And if you like these kinds of videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up so I know you guys wanna see more of these in the future. We can definitely do that. And subscribe because new videos here every single Thursday and new videos on my other channel, on my RachhLoves Life channel every Saturday if you like more like kitchen gadgets, testing recipes, that kind of stuff. Now let's dive in. Do some makeup. Okay, got the hair clip back, got my copy, let's do this. So we are going to divide my face down the middle. I'm going to do the high end on one side, drugstore on the other. We're gonna do like a full day wear test kind of thing as well, just to see again how everything is wearing. But I am curious from a first impression standpoint how comparable they are. Not just good, I mean good is the important part, but are they similar in the way they apply, they feel, hold on to the skin, that kind of stuff. So primer, I'm gonna do drugstore on this side, high end on this side. So the primer we are attempting to dupe today is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. And so this one is supposed to be like a very, again, hydrating formula. It has this like tackiness on the skin, so it's going to help any foundation or anything you put on to kind of like grip to your face. Hence again, the name. And the dupe for this one is the e.l.f. Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. I've seen a lot of people really love this product and how it feels on the skin. And again, it has that tackiness. It's even similar in color. And again, it's supposed to be hydrating as well. So let us test. All right, so we have here the Hydro Grip. Right here, I'm gonna put some on this side of my face. I'm gonna rub it in. It definitely has that like stickiness on the skin, but it does feel hydrating too. All right, moving on to e.l.f. Put a little bit on my hand here. Oh, it's similar in color. Again, I know I said that about the packaging, but like actually similar in color. So let's apply this to the other side. It's definitely hydrating. Yeah, we got a nice like tackiness going. Feels very similar, honestly. But let's see how this looks with like a foundation on top, because that might be the differentiator, if you will. And for foundation today, this is, I think right now, among my favorite foundations that we are attempting to dupe today. So this will be a big deal for me if this is very comparable. And that is the KVD Good Apple Foundation Balm. You can see here, if I can open it, I have hit pan on this product. This doesn't happen often. And we are going to be comparing it to the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation. This is supposed to be so ridiculously similar in sort of consistency, how it sits on the skin to the KVD one. And I've never tried this one before, so I'm really excited. And we're gonna go really extreme here. 2 clean sponges, and I'm gonna apply for each side of my face. I don't want any cross-contamination. So let's start with the KVD one because I know how that one applies and I really like it. So I just kind of like dab it in, and then we're just gonna apply it. Boosh. And then blend it onto the skin. I'm gonna do a little bit more for my forehead, but that was all I needed for half my face. Okay, it is on. Such a ridiculously pretty finish. Everything looks softer, hydrated. Oh, perfection. All right. Let's move that to the side. Let's try this Milani one. I know I shouldn't have my expectations really high because when I'm disappointed, I get really sad. My expectations are like way up here. Okay, I have like a little tiny zit there. Covered that pretty nicely. Now I think the biggest difference with this one is it's supposed to be cream to powder. KVD isn't like that. So this would actually, this may end up being a better option. I am needing a little bit more of this product than of the KVD one. So far, I don't like what it's doing to my pores, like right in here. It's kind of emphasizing them. Maybe I'll dampen the sponge and see if that makes a difference. I find for these sponges, I don't typically need to dampen them, especially for like a cream product, but maybe this is the exception, so hang tight. All right, I dampened it slightly. Let's see if that makes a difference. Maybe it's just like a thicker product, you know? Honestly, it kind of helped. I don't know, from a first impression standpoint, I think I still prefer the KVD side. I'll take some footage on my phone and just kind of show you guys up close and personal what it looks like. But I think it still looks better on the KVD side, though we'll see what it looks like at the end of the day. Now, I don't actually have a high-end versus a drugstore concealer today. So if you have any recommendations, let me know. I'm just gonna do a little quick blend. I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Concealer. Love this one. Just brightens everything up. It doesn't look too cakey, you know? Okay, now for blush, we are gonna be testing out the NARS Air Matte Blush. And the dupe for this particular one is supposed to be the e.l.f. Putty Blush. And I tried to pick shades that were very like similar, so I don't know if they'll be exactly the same, but I'm more curious about how buildable it is, how easy it is to blend in, what kind of a flush are we working with, just all those important things. The important things for a cream blush. Oh my gosh, that's such a gorgeous shade. That's the NARS one. Oh, I love it. So the formula itself, you can see, is quite creamy, and it is blending out more on the light side, which is good. You want it to be buildable, maybe, I don't know. For me, I would have appreciated a little bit more color than this. This is like the 4th time I've dipped in to apply it to my skin. That feels like a lot. Oh, you see that? Is it pilling? You got to be kidding me right now. Okay. It seems to have gone away. It scared me for a minute, but seems to be gone. I don't know what happened there. Let's go on to the e.l.f. one. Doesn't say what the name of this shade is, by the way. This is the e.l.f. one, but the NARS one is Darling. Let's put this one on by comparison. That's like really pretty. It's blending out really nicely. It's not looking streaky at all. Honestly, I think I like the e.l.f. one better, especially in terms of like the price discrepancy between the two. The e.l.f. one's really pretty. It's just very, very soft. Both of them are soft. But in terms of color, pretty. So right now is the point where I would put on like a powder and set everything, but this says it's supposed to be a creamed powder. And I feel like this has been on my skin for long enough, at least 5 minutes, 6 minutes or so. And like, it doesn't seem to be setting down to like a powder finish. So I'm gonna put on some powder just underneath the eyes, down the T-zone, and a little bit of bronzer. All right, there you go. I am bronzed. So now let's move on to the eyebrows. And oftentimes I don't have a lot of dupes in the eyebrows department, but right now I have 2. I have brow pens and brow waxes to test out today, which are 2 of my favorite products. So I'm really excited about this one. So starting with the pen, we're gonna test the ABH Brow Pen versus the NYX Lift and Snatch pen. Now I have used this one before and I really like it in the shade Espresso because my brows are fairly dark, but I haven't tried it in the ash brown. So I bought that one just to see if it's like a little bit lighter because I have to be very light-handed with this one. The ABH I got medium brown. Hopefully my brows match, or at least are sisters. So in terms of the pens themselves, the ABH one is a lot thicker versus the Lift and Snatch, the NYX one, is very, very thin, very fine. We'll see what that looks like on the brows. So let's start with the high-end side first. I think the shade match is pretty good. I'm trying so hard to concentrate. It's so hard to talk while doing brows. So before I finish filling in this one, I'm spending an unreasonable number of hours trying to keep them even. Let's go on to the next one. So I think with the NYX one, I do have to be really light-handed, but it honestly feels very comparable to the ABH side in terms of what it looks like in the brows, application. Like there really doesn't feel like a lot of difference. That's awesome. I love when that happens. So let's like even these 2 brows up and then continue on to the wax. And for the wax products, we are testing the ABH Brow Freeze versus the NYX Brow Glue. And what's really interesting about these 2 is that I love both of them, but I've never seen them as a comparison, like side by side. So I'm very curious about this. So starting with the wax, this is a brand new one because a while ago I'd gone through most of it and I left it out without the lid on and it all dried up. It made me very sad. So this is like a fresh brand new one. So I just took a bit of the wax, put it into the lid and kind of smooshed it around with a spoolie. And then we're going to apply it into the brows. And these 2 products are really gonna like cement your brows. Look at those. So I'm going to put all of the product in and then I'm going to smush it down basically. It's gonna give like almost like a laminated brow kind of effect. And this will also help me because I have very long brow hairs where I need to fill in with some more of the brow pen. I basically just take the side and just kind of like smush it down. Need to put some more on. I really need to get my brows shaped. It's been so long since I've done that. So if you see my brow hairs and you're like,
wow, those are really uneven, Rachel.
Yeah, it's because I did it. Okay, I really love how that brow looks. Like, look how nice and fluffy and thick it looks versus this one. To me, there's a big difference, and I love how the wax will do that. But I think I prefer the NYX pen just between the two of them. Just in terms of application, I think I like it better. But now let's try the brow glue, because this is the one I've been using the most. I haven't used the ABH Brow Freeze in a while. So obviously there's a little difference in terms of the product itself. Like, this is more of like a cream wax, like just in terms of consistency. And the spoolie it comes with is much smaller. I mean, I guess you could use a small spoolie on the other side, but I don't. Ooh, I think I might prefer the ABH one. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's just fix up this brow and then compare. Okay, I had to fiddle with my brows a bunch because the colors were not the same. The NYX one, for reference, was darker. But in terms of wax formula, I much prefer the ABH one. I think it gives such a stronger, like, feathered brow vibe versus the NYX one. I know my brows are driving me crazy. I'm trying not to continually play with them. Drive me crazy. But okay, now eyes. So the first is a liquid liner dupe. So we have here, this is the Huda Beauty Life Liner Quick and Easy Liquid Liner, and we are going to be comparing it to the Wet n Wild Breakup-Proof Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner. I have not tried either of these before, and I'm very curious. Also, randomly, I found these like stick-on eyeliner stencils, and so I figured we could try that at the same time, just because I found them and I thought I might as well. They are Beth Bender Beauty. Just as a heads up. Oh, also, quick note, in calculating up how much each side ended up costing, so I'm gonna ask Chris and Lo what their thoughts are and which side they think is the more expensive side. I realized that the e.l.f. Mint Melt, this must have been sent in PR. I thought I bought it, but apparently not. I think pretty much everything else I bought, but this one is US only, so just wanted to like give a little heads up there. But now let's try these stencil things. So this is what this one looks like. And then I think I just stick it to my eye. I don't know how to do this. I think I'm gonna do it with my eye open because I have a little bit of like an overhang lid. That's what that is. That's way too heavy. I don't want that much. This looks ridiculous. If you have a different shaped eye, this might look better. What I really need to know is, can I make these look even? Is that even? I feel like it's not. All right, hold please. Okay, I think these are even, and if not, I'm gonna be really sad. See what happens, shall we? So starting with the Huda Beauty side, the color itself, very black, very matte. So far, really easy to apply with and without the stencil. Like you can see, I'm applying it here, like well below where the stencil is. Now let's go on to the Wet n Wild one. Can't really open my eyes. This one is also very black and very matte. Ooh, interesting. Let's peel these off and see what we're working with. Okay. See what happens. Oh, not at all the same, but that side looks great. Look at that. Look at that crisp wing there. Wow. The liner is so matte and like it's dry. Wow. Okay. The Wet n Wild one stays on all day. That's gonna be a game changer right there. Now I'm trying to fix the Huda side, but it's not applying really easily. What happened? What did I do? Okay, there we go. Now it's working again. Don't know what happened. Now I need to get these even. Okay. Wow. Anyone else have those super aggravating eyeliner days? But the upshot is that I have spent some time with each of these liners doing very precise, very specific motions with both of these. And I have to say that I honestly, from a first impression standpoint, quite prefer the Wet n Wild one. It just had this continuous flow of liquid liner that was just perfect. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too little. The Huda Beauty, I had to kind of like, again, go back and forth on my hand a couple of times. It dries down really, really quick. It's very matte, and I guess if you are really good at liner, you can just like put it on, then it's fine. But I was having some trouble like over in the corner where the fold, it kind of creases there. So you have to kind of do a little dip thing with my, I don't know. I've learned the ways with my eyes. But I found the Wet n Wild side to be so much easier. So that is really exciting. Love this for us. And now we're gonna go on to a fairly new dupe that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about yet. And it's for the KVD Dazzle Sticks, which have been getting a ton of hype as being just absolutely phenomenal, gorgeous on the lids. I've used it myself and I think it's beautiful, but some people have said that this particular dupe is a really, really close comparator. Really the only difference being that this one has actual glitter in it versus the dupe. But in terms of how it looks in the eyes, it's supposed to be super comparable, so I'm kind of excited. And the dupe is the Maybelline Color Strike Cream to Powder Eyeshadow Pen. And I bought these two shades. They're the two metallic ones in Flash Metallic and Spark Metallic, because I wasn't sure which one was going to be closest in shade, but I am very curious because these are blinding on the lids. And I'm gonna learn from last time and I'm gonna put some glitter primer down. Might as well just do it on both sides, it's fine. So let's start with a swatch test to see which colors I'm gonna use. So we have these two here. These are the KVD ones. They're very crumbly. They're very creamy to the point that they're crumbly, but like look how reflective those are. Wowza. This is Hail Surge and this is Electrobolt. So let's swatch the Spark one first. Not a lot comes out at once. Let's like load this up a little. Okay, those two are fairly similar in terms of shade, but you can really see a difference in terms of how like electrifying they are on the eyes. Super different in my humble opinion. But let's see the other one. All right, that feels a little bit more metallic, but still not on the same level as the KVD one. So what shades do I want to put on my eyes? I think I feel like more of that like pinky tone one. Let's do that. I have a little bit of the KVD one. Oh my gosh, I got it on my brows. I got it on my brows. Don't understand myself sometimes. Why am I like this? Put way too much on my lid. Whoops. All right, now let's put on the Maybelline one. Oh, this is gonna take me a while. Okay, in my opinion, if you're looking for a more subdued version of KVD, they are similar in shade, but like, look at that. That's like not even kind of a little bit the same. In my personal opinion, those are not dupes. Like, yeah, that's like not even a little bit kind of close. A lot of these dupes have been really impressing me today. This one just isn't cutting it. I keep trying to like build it in hopes it'll change my mind, but no. Nope, not at all. Okay, let's finish this up and then we can fix it. So now moving on to mascara, I have a dupe for the Too Faced Damn Girl Mascara, and that is the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara. So we're gonna put these both on and just kind of see. It's supposed to be really thick, dramatic lashes. I think I have used this Too Faced one before, but it would have been a while ago because I didn't have any open one, and I do try my best to get rid of mascaras within like a decent amount of time, you know, for like hygiene. This is definitely like a drier formula mascara in my opinion. It's very thick. It seems to be applying well, so that's a good sign. Okay, so let's start with two solid coats on both sides and just kind of see where we net out. This one also has that hourglass shaped brush. I just realized I forgot to do the bottom lashes. Whoops. This formula is definitely still thick, but not as thick as the Too Faced side. So I'm gonna throw on 2 layers and then we'll compare. All right, that's what we're working with right there. So to me, I feel like the Too Faced side is a little bit more dramatic. Like it looks like a thicker lash versus the e.l.f. side. I did have to recurl both sides because they started to like droop a little bit. And also the Too Faced one looks more like a matte black on the eyes. So to me, it's not really a dupe. Now for lipstick, I tried to dupe one of the most talked about lipsticks right now. And for a while, actually, this isn't new, but this is the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick in Pillowtalk. I have the lip liner and I have been using that for a long time and I really, really like it, but I haven't used the lipstick before. And I had so many different like drugstore dupes that I kept finding that I just bought all of them. Because I figured for makeup science, we can just do a bunch of swatches and see which one looks the best, and we can kind of compare and contrast and just find the preference, you know? Or maybe none of them, I don't know. So starting with Charlotte Tilbury, this is Pillowtalk, which is sort of like this dusty nude pink. More on the pink side than nude, but you get it. And it feels like everyone and their mom has a different dupe to go with. So we're gonna start with this one. This is the Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon in the shade Trust Your Gut. So put that one at the top here. That one is not bad. Definitely more of a, is this supposed to be matte? Doesn't say, because that's definitely not matte. So that's a big difference and a little more dusty too. Moving on. There's also this Rimmel liner in East End Snob. That one is way too pink. Next, let's try Essence 02 Velvet Matte Lipstick. Whoa, way too pink. Nope. Now let's try Milani. This is in the shade Matte Naked. That one is too like a dusty gray. That one is a good match to the Maybelline one. What about this one? This is 171 Nude Intense or New Confident for L'Oreal. And that one's too like peachy. Also shine. What about Essence? This is Nude 01. Well, that's not bad. A little too pink, but like pretty close. All right, that feels like a contender. What about 02 Cute Nude? Oh no, that's not even close. So which of these feels the most like this one? Anyone have any thoughts? Leave them down below. Which one do you think is the closest? I feel like none of them is an exact dupe. They're either too purple, too gray, too pink. But I think out of all of them, I think the Maybelline one that we swatched, the first one, is the most close. So we'll see what that looks like when we put it on the lips. So let's remove the lip balm. Start with Charlotte Tilbury on the one side. Okay, and now let's put on the Maybelline one. Okay, so there we go. Maybelline versus the Charlotte Tilbury. I don't know how it's coming across on camera, but in person, it's like a hair bit more gray pink, but like it's pretty comparable. So now that it's all on, I'm gonna have Lo and Chris try and guess and see which side is the expensive side and which side is the drugstore side. However, the one thing I feel like is going to give it away is the eyeshadow. The glittery eyeshadow, I think, is just so starkly different that I think that's going to be an instant like, oh yeah, this is the drugstore side, because they know about the KVD, the Dazzle Sticks. So I feel like I have to put a little bit on this lid just to like make it a little bit harder, because I want them to look at all the makeup. Yeah, I don't want to make it too easy. I'm going to put a little bit on and then we'll see if they can tell the difference. So it feels a little bit more even. Okay, let's go. Okay. Low makeup. One side is high end, one side is drugstore. Which is which?
Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on, look down.
Okay, what are you looking at?
Okay, I'm looking at your eyeshadow. And because I feel like your skin looks really good on both sides, I'm going to go with this side.
This side
is high end and the other side is drugstore, and I'm just saying that because of the sparkle on your eyes. I think everything else looks really similar.
I told you.
Did I get it?
You got it. Okay, Christopher, which side is which? One side is high end, one side is drugstore. Which is which? One is, I think it's like $256 versus $70. That's a lot of difference. He's like going back and forth.
I'm looking at the eyeliner wing. That's what I'm trying to.
I did my
base it
best,
off
okay.
of. I don't know, both are well done.
Oh, thank you,
But,
thank you.
this side is blacker, this side is a bit grayer. So
Okay.
I'm gonna say the black side is the high end.
Dang, you guys are good. This is the high-end side, and this is the drugstore side.
Can I just say I like your drugstore brows better though?
Yeah, I liked my drugstore brows better, except I liked the wax on this side better. The ABH brow freeze was better, but
Yeah.
they've gone all wonky because I got glitter on my brows. It's a whole thing. But I told them that you would know the difference in the sparkle. I took some of the KVD and I put it on this eye so that you couldn't tell the differences easily.
Okay, is that the Dazzle Sticks?
Yeah.
In
They're-
fairness, it did take me a bit. Like, it looks like if you just like walked out into the world, it'd be like, yeah, this is one face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one face together as
Take
one.
those dollars.
Yeah, well, honestly, well, you guys are good at this game. Dang. So I'm gonna wear this for the rest of the day now, and we'll check in tonight and see what it is all looking like. All right, guys, wanted to do a quick end of the day wrap up. This is what the makeup is looking like on both sides. I have been outside in the sweltering heat, and I have to say I'm impressed that my makeup has lasted this long. Like, the lipstick is completely gone, but like the eyeliner has held up really well. Mascaras still look like they're in place. I was rubbing my face, and that's why my brows are looking a little worse for wear. And I mean, overall, I feel like there are a bunch in here that I'm really excited about, so that makes me really happy. So I hope you guys enjoyed this and found some dupes that you were also excited about. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know which one's your favorite. And now I'm going to take off my makeup because it is the end of the day, and I'm so sleepy. If you like the dupes videos, you want me to buy some more, leave a comment down below and thumbs up this video so I know. And check out these videos on the side in case you have missed any. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Mwah!